In the early 8th century, a new force emerged on the Iberian Peninsula. The Islamic Umayyad Caliphate, expanding rapidly from the Arabian Peninsula, crossed into Europe. Led by Tariq ibn Ziyad, a mixed Arab-Berber army landed in 711 AD. This marked the beginning of a new era for the peninsula, one that would see the rise of Al-Andalus. The Visigothic rulers, who had held sway over Iberia for centuries, were ill-prepared for this new threat. A decisive battle at Guadalete in 711 AD saw the Visigothic forces routed. This victory opened the way for the rapid Muslim conquest of most of the Iberian Peninsula. The Umayyad Caliphate, eager to consolidate their hold on this new territory, established a system of governance. They allowed existing Visigothic laws and customs to continue for the local population, including Christians and Jews. This pragmatic approach fostered a relatively peaceful transition of power in many areas. However, the arrival of Islam brought significant changes. Arabic became the language of administration and scholarship. Mosques were erected, and the call to prayer echoed through the cities and towns of Al-Andalus. This marked the beginning of a unique cultural blend that would shape the region for centuries to come. The centuries that followed the Umayyad conquest saw Al-Andalus flourish. From the 9th to the 11th centuries, the region experienced a golden age of cultural, intellectual, and economic prosperity. This period, often referred to as the Golden Age of Islam, witnessed a vibrant exchange of ideas and knowledge between the East and the West. At the heart of this flourishing civilization was Cordoba, the capital of Al-Andalus. Under the rule of Abd al-Rahman III, who declared himself caliph in 929 AD, Cordoba became a beacon of learning and sophistication. Its libraries were renowned throughout the known world, boasting thousands of manuscripts on a wide range of subjects. Scholars, artists, and intellectuals from across Europe and the Middle East flocked to Cordoba, drawn by its reputation for tolerance and patronage. The city buzzed with intellectual activity, with advancements made in mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. The works of Al-Andalus scholars such as Averroes and Maimonides would later influence European thought during the Renaissance. This period also saw a flourishing of arts and architecture. The Great Mosque of Cordoba, with its iconic horseshoe arches and intricate decorations, stands today as a testament to the architectural prowess of the era. Gardens, palaces, and public baths further enhanced the beauty and sophistication of Al-Andalus cities. The Golden Age of Al-Andalus, however, was not without its challenges. Internal divisions and external pressures began to chip away at the unity of the Caliphate. After the death of Al-Hakam II in 976 AD, a period of instability ensued. The once powerful Caliphate fractured into smaller, independent kingdoms known as taifas. These taifas, often at odds with one another, weakened the overall political and military strength of Al-Andalus. This fragmentation made the region vulnerable to external threats, particularly from the Christian kingdoms in the north. Despite the political instability, culture and learning continued to thrive in many of the taifas. Some rulers, recognizing the importance of scholarship and the arts, continued to patronize intellectuals and artists. However, the loss of unity and the constant threat from the north cast a shadow over the achievements of this period. The fragmentation of Al-Andalus also paved the way for the intervention of powerful North African dynasties. The Almoravids and later the Almohads, both Berber empires, crossed the Strait of Gibraltar to restore order and unity to Al-Andalus. While they initially succeeded in reuniting much of the region, their rule was short-lived and ultimately they could not stem the tide of Christian reconquest. As Al-Andalus grappled with internal divisions and external pressures, the Christian kingdoms to the north were gaining strength. The Reconquista, a centuries-long process of Christian reconquest of the Iberian Peninsula, began to gain momentum. The fall of Toledo in 1085 AD to Alfonso VI of Leon and Castile marked a turning point in the Reconquista. This significant victory shifted the balance of power in favor of the Christian kingdoms and instilled a renewed sense of purpose in their campaigns. Over the next few centuries, the Christian kingdoms gradually expanded their territories southward. The capture of Cordoba in 1236 AD and Seville in 1248 AD dealt major blows to Muslim rule in Al-Andalus. The once mighty Islamic civilization was slowly being pushed back to its last stronghold in the south. The final chapter of Al-Andalus unfolded in the 15th century with the fall of Granada. After a decade-long siege, the Emirate of Granada, the last Muslim kingdom in Iberia, surrendered to the Catholic monarchs Ferdinand II of Aragon and Isabella I of Castile in 1492 AD. The fall of Granada marked the end of Muslim rule in Al-Andalus and the completion of the Reconquista. This event had profound consequences for the religious and cultural landscape of the Iberian Peninsula, leading to forced conversions, expulsions, and the suppression of Islamic and Jewish traditions.